to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out.
Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. What an exciting day this is. Joe and I cannot even believe that we're here. YouTube family, you have been with us on this journey for a really long time, and you know how long we have been waiting for this day, and it's finally here. So many things have tried to get in the way of us leaving on this ferry. Satan has really tried to detour us as much as he can, but here we are. We are at the Alaska Ferry Terminal in Bellingham, Washington, getting ready to board the ferry to go to Haines, Alaska. After we arrive in Haines, we have a quick 6-hour drive through a corner of Canada, and then we've got another day drive through a big part of Alaska to our cabin, our forever homestead. So we parked in our lane. They bring all the vehicles into certain lanes, and then at 3 o'clock they're gonna start loading the vehicles on the ferry. So we have about an hour until they start doing that. So we are taking the puppies out to go potty. Now the puppies will be in the truck under the deck of the ferry while we're underway, and the captain lets us go down there during certain times and during port calls to let them out to go to the bathroom. But they are gonna be sleeping in the back of the truck under the camper shell area. It's a 3-day ferry ride. Gunner, are you going bye-bye? Are you going to Alaska? Are you gonna be an Alaska dog? Yeah. You look like an Alaska dog. Uh-huh. My neighbor texted me up at the Alaska cabin and told us snow has hit the ground. She sent me a few pictures. We almost made it by just a couple of days without any snow, but we're not so lucky. So there is snow on the ground. It's gonna be quite chilly when we get to the cabin because there's nobody there. You guys know that. It's vacant, there's no heat, so we're gonna have to get everything going when we pull in and get that wood burning stove going right away to get some heat going. So once we're on the ferry, we do have a cabin. They have cabins on there with beds and little bathrooms if you want to reserve one of those. If not, you don't have to, but you know, being that it's 3 days on the ferry with Parker and everything, we thought it would be convenient. So, and the military paid for that, Joe's retirement, so why not? So when we get on there, we should be checking into a little cabin on board where we'll have a little room with some bunk beds and a bathroom to ourselves for the remainder of the underway trip that we've got. And they do have a cafeteria on board, but we brought a big ice chest full of yogurt, sandwich stuff, breakfast stuff, all of my little coffee stuff, everything we need, because we typically don't really like to go to the cafeteria if we don't have to. So I think we're all loaded up with everything that we need. It's going to be really chilly going through those waterways, but I think it's going to be a really neat experience for Parker to get to not only go on the ferry, but see the Alaskan waterways and everything that he's about to see on this trip. All right, so I think we're getting ready to board soon. We just had the hazmat guys and the security officers with their drug and bomb dogs come through and check all the vehicles and trailers. So what we're doing now is they want all of our gas cans to be put in the back of the truck. Right now we have them in the trailer, and then I guess when we get on board the ferry, they're gonna have us put them in a hazmat locker while we're underway. How you doing, B? How you doing? Are you guys ready to go? It's almost time. So we've decided to go ahead and take the kennels out of the back of the truck because the dogs are going to be in here for a more extended period of time while we're underway than they were on the cross-country trip. So across country, they were never in their kennel more than 2 to 3 hours at the very most. but underway, we only get to go below deck when the captain tells us we can go down there. I think it's like every 6 to 8 hours that we get to go down and let the pups out to eat or go to the bathroom. So to make them more comfortable, let them have more room to stretch and kind of roam freely a little bit, we took the kennels out so they've got the back of the camper shell area all to themselves.
You don't want to drink that, trust me.
Bradley, you're so freaking handsome.
No, stay.
No, you gotta stay. Gotta stay. Even with your owie on your head, you're still handsome. Joe.
Well.
You need a haircut already.
Nope.
No more haircuts? Are we doing the man bun for real? No, we're not doing the man bun. Right, Joe? We're not doing the man bun?
Never know.
Joe, we're not doing the man bun.
Never know.
Babe, does it feel real yet? Are you getting excited?
Not yet.
When's it gonna feel real?
Oh.
You don't know? When you step foot on the property? Huh?
Probably not.
No? When you build your garage?
No.
When you build a greenhouse? When you buy a boat?
Couple months.
Couple months? You're a free man, Joe. Free man. Look at that handsome smile.
Stop.
So handsome. Had a lot of comments from the ladies on the YouTube channel about that beard. Like, whoa, ladies, calm down. Joe's got some admirers. You're pretty handsome, though. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, good looking.
Looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Oh, yeah. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. With my own doubts, be free with me. Be free, be free with me. Be free.
What do you think about this, Parker?
It's fun.
Are you excited? It's actually happening, Bubby.
Yep.
Going to Alaska. Whoop whoop. Cannot believe we are finally on board, you guys. We are going to Alaska. We just got checked into our room. I'm gonna head back downstairs and help Joe bring the rest of the bags up. Trying to be extremely careful because yesterday and today my neck has not hurt. So I'm trying to be very careful not to damage it again. Push
Main deck.
I think it's main deck. Yeah, push main deck. Don't judge me. Priorities, people.
Stay. 'Cause I don't want to get hurt. 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 'Cause I don't want to get h
we got all the luggage in. We're all settled in our cute little cabin. So now we're gonna go explore.
Where is the line between dreaming and feeling blue? It's 4 o'clock in the evening. I haven't left my room, but the truth is, if I'm honest, I feel stuck here in the middle. Am I one of those crazy people? Should I stay here or should I let go? Pull the sheets over my head, hoping change is gonna find me. You don't have to remind me I'm doing nothing at all. I'm ruminating on a blank wall, but I feel stuck here in the middle. Am I one of those crazy people? Should I stay here or should I let Can you tell me what I need? Can you tell me what you see in me? Can you tell me what I need? Can you tell me what you see in me? I just feel stuck here in the middle. Am I one of those crazy people? Should I stay here or should I let go?
Keep coiling it on there, okay? We're gonna get this line in.
Can't change our mind now.
Nope.
You ready? Home free Alaska, baby.
Yep.
Oh, look at the geese. Buddy, what do you think about this?
Fun already.
Is it fun already?
Yeah.
Pretty cool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Are you cold? Not yet? So crazy. Like, this is really happening. Oh my gosh, I'm kind of emotional. We have worked so hard to get to this point. And every time we got close, something stopped us. But here we are, guys. We are leaving the lower 48, heading up to Alaska. So cool. Wonder how the puppies are doing down there. Gunner's probably fine, but Bradley probably doesn't like all the noises. Hey, we're going on a trip. We're going on a trip to Alaska. You're supposed to sing with me. We're going on a trip. Going on a trip to Alaska. All right, it's quite chilly outside. So we came in, got our little coffee station set up. all is well in the world because I got my coffee station set up. Gonna make a nice, yummy, warm cup of coffee. This is actually a pretty spacious room. We have 3 beds plus a sofa that pulls out into a bed. So not bad. Hey, you like your bed?
Yeah.
Yeah? You like being on the top?
Mhm.
Do you feel like you're on the water?
Mhm.
You can feel it? Yeah. It's actually pretty smooth though, huh?
Mhm.
Joe, what you doing? Huh? You're not sleeping, Joe. Eating some cashews.
Buddy,
Huh?
you know what this thing is?
What? A telephone.
The telephone. Yeah. You ain't never seen a telephone like that, huh, P. Diddy?
Nope.
That's the only kind of phone we used to have when I was a kid. Babe, you think we're both gonna fit on there? Babe, I love you. I want to lay with you. I don't want to sleep in my own. This bed is for luggage, Joe. I want to be next to you.
There's a small bed right there.
What if I have a bad dream? Let's see. I think we can make it work, don't you? There's plenty of room. Oh, this is nice. Don't you think this is nice, babe? Oh, I think this is pretty. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So we have our first car deck call since we've been underway. So we're gonna go down and let the puppies out to go to the bathroom. See how they do. I don't know if they're gonna like going to the bathroom on this concrete, so we'll see.
It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep, 'cause I'm not tired. I'm thinking about the days we used to shine when we were young. I told you that we should start a band and reach for the sky. It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep, I'm just not tired. I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside and I kinda feel like calling.
Well, good morning, friends. It's our first full day here on the ferry, and I'm happy to report that the puppies are doing really well. Joe's behind the camera making faces, trying to make me laugh. You want to be on film, Joe? That's what I thought. So we went out this morning. So the last card deck call for the dogs is at 12:30 a.m. So they go from 12:30 to about 8 o'clock in the morning with no bathroom breaks. But that's no different than when we're at home, because that's usually the time that we're all sleeping anyway. So they did great. They have been going number 1 and number 2, and they ate their breakfast this morning, and they're doing really good. So we have not been outside yet today. We ate breakfast here in the cabin, and now we're gonna head outside and see where we're at. Going out?
Yeah.
Is it raining? No. Let's just take a look.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow. Okay. Definitely not a cruise in the Bahamas, baby.
Oh, this is scary.
Wow. It's a little chilly. And it's raining. Okay, well, that was a bad idea. It's a little windy out here. So I think we'll go inside and watch from the windows.
We were such a constellation, right? No, you'd agree. Made a reputation for ourselves at age 18. We had the devil on our shoulders telling us what we should do. I wonder if you think about me too. I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside, and I kinda feel like calling, but it's too late now.
So tomorrow morning, we are supposed to pull into Ketchikan, Alaska, which is where Parker was born. Joe and I were both stationed in the Coast Guard in Ketchikan, and it's a little island, so we're gonna pull in there into port for about 4 hours. So I think we're gonna try to take the dogs and get off the ship for a little bit and go for a walk. Hopefully it's not raining too bad. Ketchikan rains a lot most of the year, so hopefully it's a little bit of decent weather while we're there. But we are going to get off the ship and explore a little bit.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away? Show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's...
It feels so good to be heading back to Alaska. The last time that we rode the ferry, it was in the summer, and coming through these inland passageways, the smell of the pine trees and the heat of the summer, you could just smell pine every time you came out on the deck, and it was just amazing, so beautiful. The captain will call you out if they see orca whales and things like that, so you can come out on the deck and check it out. We were in the cabin this morning, and he's like, "Mom, why does my head feel like that?" And I'm like, "Because we're on a boat. We're rocking on the waves." It's kind of funky in the cabin because we don't have a window in there, so you forget that you're on the water until you come outside. So it can kind of throw you off a little bit when you're kind of like moving around. But I'll tell you guys, I slept really good last night. Like the hum of the ship and the easy rocking, I mean, it just probably the best sleep I've had in like a whole week.
Wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder. makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Oh, I wonder. Stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are. It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Oh, I wonder. Oh, I just wonder. Couple hours from Japan, would you stay awake? I'm losing touch of who I am when you're far away. And I feel like I'm running in circles around you. And I know I've been acting strange for a while, but I want you close. Just need you to know that I want you close, closer than before.
Whoa! Does that feel weird?
I came out of Rupert one time. It was a few years ago. I think it was on the Columbia. It was from Bellingham, but they did that. They kept going like this in the belly because it was so rough. It was great.
That was not okay. I'm completely parched, I think from the stress. I just had to take a Tums to calm my tummy down. Like, I'm not nauseous, but I don't think that was good for my ulcers. Those were the biggest waves we've ever seen on a ferry, and we were going up and then crashing down. Poor little Parker was like, Mom, I'm not feeling so good. Poor little baby just instantly turned pale white, dark under eye circles. And the captain finally came on and said, all right, everybody, we're gonna make a hard right turn to get out of this. So everybody take a seat and find something to hold on to. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're gonna capsize in the middle of the ocean and the Coast Guard's gonna have to come save us. Like, I don't know what's worse, flying or being on the water. I don't know. I mean, I don't wanna fall 30,000 feet from the air, but I also don't wanna capsize in the middle of a freezing cold ocean. So yeah, hopefully we won't have any more of that. After this little stretch of open water, we should be like on the inside passage. Can't even talk. On the inside passage. Oh my gosh. On the inside passageways, and it's usually really calm water there. So we're still rolling just a tiny bit, but I'm really glad that that's over with. I hope the lighting is not too bad in here. It's like fluorescent lights above me, and so I'm seeing like lines going through, and hopefully that doesn't come on the playback, but if it does, that's why. It's like weird lighting in the cabin. Come here, stay on the path. Your little paws will fall through there, Gunner. Oh, good boy, Gunner. You get to go potty in the grass. Not the deck of the ship. Good boy. Well, good morning. I just cried. Just completely overwhelmed with emotions right now. We are in Alaska. Ketchikan. Just a port call, and we'll be leaving in 4 hours. So we've got a good 4 hours to kind of explore. Probably gonna get some breakfast at the Landing restaurant. We used to eat there all the time. Joe and I were both stationed here in the Coast Guard for 4 years. He was on the Coast Guard cutter Anthony Petite. They managed all the aids to navigation in the waterways, and I worked at the base in the warehouse doing logistics and shipping and receiving, and also procurement and contracting. So it just brings back a lot of memories to be here. We bought our very first house here in Ketchikan. Parker was born here in Ketchikan. We left here when he was 10 months old, so we haven't been back in like 10 years, and it's pretty cool. You guys, the smell, I can't even explain to you. Like, when you're here for a long time, you don't realize it, but when you leave and you come back, you're like, oh yeah, we're back in Alaska. You can see Bradley's head is almost completely healed. Just a tiny little scab now. And the rest of it's shaved, huh, B? Yeah, you and your puppy mullet.
Right, so I'm gonna teach them to bite.
They're just happy to get their energy out. They've been locked up for 2 days. Only coming out to go potty. How's it feel, P?
Good.
Feel good to be back in Alaska?
Mm-hmm.
Are you excited to go explore?
Uh-huh.
Are you hungry? Me too.
Hiding in the crowd. I'll be whatever you want me to be. You know I'm on your side. And I feel like I'm running in circles around you.
All right, so we had intended on kind of walking the streets of Ketchikan with you guys and showing you around a little bit. However, I had not got a call yet from the internet company that is supposed to be scheduling install of our internet services at the cabin. So I called them. You guys, the internet struggle is real, okay? I called the company, and they proceeded to tell me that after I sat on the phone with them for an hour the other day setting up an account with them, they confirmed that they cover our area, that they indeed don't cover our area, or that there's no technicians that can service us out there. Long story short, apparently you have to go through like a third-party subcontractor to send technicians out to our cabin because they're so out in the boonies to set up internet service. So they gave me 3 dealers in our area, and I was responsible for calling all 3 to determine if any of them had technicians that would service our area and install our satellite for us. So the whole hour and a half that we have been here in Ketchikan, I've been on the phone with customer service with multiple internet companies trying to get internet set up at the cabin so we can keep doing YouTube for you guys. Good news, we have a company that's going to do it. They're supposed to be calling me back within the next 30 minutes, hopefully, before we board the ferry again to schedule the install date. Bad news, she says they're backed up on install dates, so we're looking at least 2 to 4 weeks before any technician can get out to the cabin to hook up internet for us. So we're just gonna think happy thoughts and we're gonna pray that it's just 2 weeks. Either way, you guys, I think we finally, for reals, have internet. So before we board the ferry, we told Parker we'd walk him down to Ketchikan General Hospital just so he could see the hospital where he was born back in 2012. There's the old Ketchikan VFW. Your friend Tina here, sang karaoke there many a nights. I prefer to hang out at an old VFW and have a couple beers with some old guys than to go to some nightclub any day. So here's the hospital where little Parker was born. Ketchikan Medical Center. Alright, here we are on our last leg of the voyage. We went into Juneau, Alaska this morning, and we have about another 3 hours until we hit Haines, Alaska, which is where we depart the ferry and then start our drive up to the Canadian border. The 3-day ferry ride has been a lot of fun, and it's been a much needed break after driving all the way across country. I think it was really good for my neck. I'm going on day 4 with 0 neck pain. I am so happy. Every morning I wake up and I just feel better. So I think the break and the relaxation of just kind of chilling out on the ferry for 3 days really did me good. So we're just cleaning up the cabin, making sure everything's packed up, and we should be getting into port soon and then hitting the road again. Joe, why are you such a faker? You're not a very good faker.
Steve is ready.
Steve's ready? You ready to go, Steve? It's pretty cold out there. Parker, you already need a haircut. Look at how long your hair is. How's it going, Joe? Joe, look at your hair. It's long. So long. You need a haircut already. Scruffy. So we're thinking we have about a 2 to 3 hour drive up to the border, And then from there, we have another 6-hour drive from the Canadian border back to the Alaskan border. So that's a good, you know, 8-9 hours of driving right there. So we're probably gonna make it into TOUPS, Alaska, and then hopefully find some lodging and spend the night there tonight, and then get up tomorrow morning with fresh eyes, a new day, and hit the road for the cabin, because I heard that there's going to be some bad weather, maybe some winds. I don't want to be on the road pulling that trailer in the middle of the night on the icy roads in Canada or Alaska. I just think it's dangerous. So we're probably going to try to make it to TOUPS and then stop for lodging tonight, and then finish the rest of the journey tomorrow.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. A bigger scale, the world in hand.
All right, you guys, we made it. We're in Haines, Alaska. We just got off the ferry. We're just parked out here in the parking lot for a minute. Joe's got to grab his winter coat. Parker, come here, baby. And we're gonna let the dogs go out and go to the bathroom really quick before we get on the road. It looks like we have a 45-minute drive to the Canadian border, so we're a little bit closer than I thought we were. It's chilly. It is a brisk 37 degrees, but it's good weather. It's sunny, it's clear, and it's looking good as far as the drive down to the cabin. So we'll see how far we can get tonight before we have to stop. But this is it, friends. We are so close to home. You see the snow on the ground, P? Yeah. The whole mountain's covered in it.
Yeah.
We gotta try to go potty. I know, there's no grass. Go potty. Potty. Good boy. Potty. Good boy. Go potty, Bradley. That's a good boy. Good job, buddy. Just put it out here.
Time to sit.
Are you sure that's what it is? What does that mean? Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that, Joe?
Sounds like there's something caught in it.
We haven't ran anything over though.
No, just flying up.
This is all we need.
I'm gonna go just because I don't know those people and stuff.
Turn your hazards off. Well, babe, I don't think you should keep doing that. I think you should get out and check it. Well, we haven't made it. We haven't even made it to the Canadian border. We've been on the road for maybe 30 minutes. And we had some really loud noise that was
I think it came out.
going. What do you think it was?
I think it came out.
All right. Joe says he thinks something flung up and got stuck in the brake. And I think we actually got it out, so it stopped. I was like, oh no. Well, you're not getting stuck in between Haines, Alaska and the Canadian border because there ain't nothing out here. All right, so we're stopping right before we hit the Canadian border just to make sure we've got all of our documents ready. And it's currently 19 degrees outside and the puppies look like they are freezing in the back of the truck. I mean, they're just shaking uncontrollably. So I think we're gonna clean out the back here, put all this stuff in the back of the truck and let the pups get in the truck with us because it's really cold.
And then give it to me, Daddy.
This little bird.
Dad, give it to me.
Maybe this is good luck. Maybe we'll have good border crossing. Maybe it's a sign.
Oh, Daddy. You have to jump into his truck or something.
Oh. I don't know, Parker. I'm just not looking forward to this. We have guns. We have ammo. We have alcohol. We are allowed to have it. It's just, I feel like the more stuff you have, the more apt they're going to be to like, oh, we need you to open your trailer up so we can take everything out and inspect it. All right, guys. So we have been at the border for an hour and a half. And we have not moved. We've had 2 cars in front of us. And the process seems crazy. Not like what we went through back in, what year was that, Joe? Like 2006, when we left Alaska and came to the lower 48. We were in and out, you know, had all of our paperwork. They didn't even inspect our vehicle, anything. So I don't know, it's getting dark out. It's freezing. It's like 18, 19 degrees outside. We all have to pee. And by the time we get through here, it might be dark. It might be too dark for me to record anything. So I'll just check in with you guys and let you know how it goes. I'm going to try to record some of it if I can, if it's light enough, but I don't know at this point if it's going to be. They've searched people's vehicles. They have searched people, like made the guy strip down, jacket, gloves, everything off in 19 degrees and searched him outside instead of taking him inside. That I don't understand because it's freezing out here, but whatever. So yeah. How you feeling, Joe?
I get pee bad.
Joe has to pee. Joe's not happy. Well, they just turned somebody away at the border and he was actually on the ferry with us. I remember seeing him and he was a little sketchy, yelling at his dogs real bad and just kind of like antsy and all over the place. So don't know what that was all about, but that took an hour and a half for them to get through his stuff and they just sat and argued in his window for the past, what, 30 minutes, Joe? And I'm like, why are we entertaining this? If he doesn't have his crap, and you're gonna turn him away, then turn him away and make him go. Like, why are you gonna sit? He's like doing this with his hands at her and stuff. And I'm like, turn him away, tell him to go back. If he doesn't have his stuff, like there's a line of cars waiting to get through this Canadian border. This is insane. And then she doesn't even call us up. We're next. She goes back into the station. They probably go in there and make coffee.
Get warm.
Go pee, get warm. I mean, I get it. They have a job to do. So like all of our Canadian followers, please don't get crazy with me in the comments. I understand. But they're in there joking around and laughing about the guy they just turned away. And there's a line of people waiting to get through. It is now 6:15 Canada time. And we still have at least a 6 or 7 hour drive. I think it's 6 hours to get through to get back into Alaska. Look at her. Okay, I'm getting irritated. She's just standing there playing with her hair. Really?
Where is she?
She's inside her station. Oh my gosh, finally. Where's passports in here?
No.
Hmm?
No. Looks like you had your hands full, huh?
Yep, a little bit. Do you mind rolling down the back for a second too?
There's a dog in
Yeah, I
there.
see that. Yeah.
Stay.
Stay.
Do you want me honest? Okay, yeah, you can roll it back up.
Back.
And then 3 humans, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll grab your documents, please.
What all do you need?
Okay. Where's home for you guys? Okay.
It was Virginia, but we just sold and moved here
Okay. When did you guys move?
right now.
Oh, right now. Okay. So is
just-
this your first time coming through then in order to get to?
This way.
Okay.
We've been back this way before.
Oh, okay. Right. And what prompted you guys to move?
I retired from the Coast Guard, so
Oh, okay. Somewhere quiet?
yeah.
Yeah.
Get away from the big city.
Yeah. All right. So huge trailer, obviously. What kind of stuff?
All of our household stuff, beds, couch,
Boxes.
armoire. I got rifles in there. There's a couple bags of like cereal, gasoline,
Yeah.
and propane. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Clothes, our bags of clothes are in there.
Yeah. So for the firearms, do you have any other firearms other than the rifles?
Nope.
Okay. And how many are we talking about here?
I have 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6.
Okay. Maybe 6 or 6?
I would say, let's see, I got 2 22s, a 17, 30-06, 308, 7.
Okay. So 7 rifles?
Yes.
Are there any handguns on board?
Nope.
Okay. Do you own any handguns at all?
I do.
What happened to those?
The military shipped them up with our other stuff.
Okay. Do you have like a shipping manifest or anything like that?
From the military?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in one of those blue ones.
It's right here.
Yeah, all the ones we couldn't bring, we shipped with them.
Yeah, you have an AR-15 as well.
This one.
Some 9mm blocks. Okay. Do you have any other magazines or parts that would come with these? Because those would be prohibited as well.
No, I do not.
Okay, so everything related to these
Yep,
firearms
they
would
took
be
all of them.
shipped? Okay, so the firearms on board in the trailer are only the rifles. Do you have any ammunition for those
I have
as well?
ammunition.
Okay. How much?
4,200 rounds, because I know I wasn't allowed to go over 5,000.
Okay.
He hand counted every single one.
Oh, no way. That must have been a ordeal.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other parts or holster?
Nope.
Okay. So any other weapons at all then? Do you
I got
own any knives
I got-
that are like switchblades or butterfly knives, centrifugal?
no, no.
Okay. Yeah. Any alcohol or tobacco amongst the items today?
There's 2 boxes of wine in there.
Anything else?
Nope. Bottle of vodka.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Any cannabis or goods containing cannabis? CBD, THC?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Any food, plant, or animal products?
Like dog food.
Dog food is
I
fine.
got a bag of
yeah.
dog food.
Any other grocery items that you guys are moving up with?
Just a couple things of cereal, like
Okay.
a cup of noodles,
Yeah.
stuff like
And
that.
we have the
No
ice
fresh,
chest.
like fruits, vegetables.
We got a bag of oranges.
I have a
Yeah,
small
that's-
bag of
yeah, that's
oranges.
fine.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Any currency or cash?
Yes. I could grab it if you need it. I
No,
don't know
just
how much.
approximate.
It's not over 10 grand. It's like maybe 5 or 6.
American?
Yes.
Okay. And is that per one person or both of you combined? It'd be.
It's for
Total
both
for
of
the
us.
Okay.
family.
Any other Canadian currency at all?
No, no.
Okay. All right. So for the firearms, did you look into the temporary license that you would have to fill out, like a form, to be in transit?
No, I didn't know. I thought you're allowed to bring hunting rifles.
Yeah. So what happens is you have to fill out a form. We record the firearms because you're transiting through Canada in order to get to the other side of Alaska, right? Yeah. And then per form, it's $25 Canadian.
Okay.
So
Can I
that's
do
like.
it here or?
Yeah, so usually we encourage people to do it before coming up
I
because it
didn't
does
know.
take a little bit if you have to fill out everything.
Because we
We called
the
the border agents. Nobody told us that.
Yeah, or else we would have had it done.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe they thought it was getting shipped. Then
No,
yeah.
we told them we're bringing hunting
Okay.
rifles.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, not sure. Okay, yeah. So that is what's gonna have to happen.
Okay.
All the firearms are unloaded.
Yep.
Okay, because they cannot be loaded while being transported. Are they accessible in the trailer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what
I'll
we're
have to
gonna do
crawl
is
in
then
there
we
with
have to verify that the serial numbers and the make they're all matching, and then record the firearms. I'm gonna show you a copy of the form.
Okay.
Like, you try to call ahead to figure out what they need. And we told them we were bringing shotguns and rifles. And not once did they mention that we have to fill out some transit form for each weapon. So now we have to open the trailer, dig out the guns. They have to video the guns. And we have to fill out this form. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I know it's dark and you guys can't really see me. We're still at the border, filling out all the forms that we have to fill out for all the rifles and the shotguns that we brought, because we're allowed to bring rifles and shotguns through Canada. You just can't bring any handguns, AR-15s, anything like that. Well, we already knew that because we called Canada. You guys know this. Before we traveled to make sure we did everything right, we shipped all of our handguns and AR-15s with the military movers. So those are not with us, right? Tell me why. We're filling out the paperwork and the other border agent comes out and says, "Hey, you said you were in the Coast Guard?" And Joe says, "Yeah." He's like, "I just retired." And he goes, "Okay, so the guy in front of you," one of the guys that just got turned away, right? He said, "The guy in front of you said he was on the ferry with you and he overheard you talking about how you had handguns and stuff." And Joe was like, "What?" He's like, "I didn't even talk to anybody on the ferry." And he's like, "I wouldn't have said that. I couldn't have said that because I don't have my handguns. We shipped my handguns." And the guy's like, the agent's like, "Okay, so if we do a full inspection on your trailer, we're not going to find any handguns in there?" And Joe's like, "No, you're not going to find any handguns in there." He's like, "We're not going to find any magazines for handguns?" Joe's like, "No." And he just starts listing off all these questions. And Joe's like, "Sir, you are welcome to open my trailer and inspect anything you want." He's like, "We don't have any handguns." So he's like, okay, he goes in the office. Me and Joe are talking about it. And I'm like, what an ass. Seriously? The only way that that guy could have known that we even have handguns is if he watched my YouTube channel, because we have the stickers on the trailer with my YouTube handle and everything. So while he was on the ferry, he must have been watching our videos. We have videos on there with our handguns. I have a whole video on and guns and kids and gun safety, shooting our handguns in Alaska, like all kinds of content with our handguns in there. So he must have been watching our freaking YouTube videos and then, to be a jerk, tried to lie to keep us stuck here at the border longer and possibly, oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm blown away at how many nasty, ugly people there are in the world. Like, we don't know that guy from Adam. And like I said, he's not right in the head. He was acting all fidgety and weird and screaming at his dogs on the ferry every time we took him out for potty breaks. And even Parker was like, Mom, he was a weirdo. And then he just lied to the border agents as he got turned away at the border and had to go back and was probably so pissed off. He's like, let me try to take down some other people with me. Yeah, so they have Joe back there right now. They weren't going to, but now they're making him open up the trailer, hopefully just to inspect the rifles that we did declare and not make Joe take everything out of the trailer based on what this idiot said. Thankfully, we had the shipment manifest from the military movers that inventoried our handguns and shipped them. Thankfully, we had that, and we had it with us right here to give her today. That showed all of our handguns, our Glocks, our 45, everything that was shipped with the military movers. So she can see clearly that our story adds up. We shipped our handguns. We only brought the rifles and the shotguns. You know, and I was sitting here thinking, maybe he didn't watch our YouTube channel. Maybe not. But we did have a lot of people that were like, oh my gosh, tell us about your channel, because they saw the trailer every time we went down to the card deck calls to take our dogs out. So many people on the ferry knew we had a YouTube channel. In fact, we met a couple that had watched our channel before. So maybe he's just a hateful guy. Who knows? Maybe it didn't matter who the heck was behind him. Maybe he was so pissed that he got turned away that he was going to try to make up lies about the person behind him no matter what. But the chances are he probably did see our stickers on the trailer. He probably watched the YouTube channel. And because every time we saw him, he was on his laptop and had AirPods in, like he was watching a movie or something. So anyway, I'm still in shock. I would never be that vindictive and nasty to somebody that I don't know. And he knows we're traveling with a young child. He was with us on the ferry. Thankfully, they're not making Joe pull everything out of the trailer. They're just verifying the rifles that we did declare. So to the little stinker that tried to be an ass and keep us stuck at the border, I want you to know it didn't work, okay? We're getting through. And unfortunately, it looks like you were the one that didn't have everything you needed, and that's why you got turned away. And all I can say is karma's a bitch. It really is. Hey Joe, look at you. You look a real Alaskan. You actually got some clothes on. Good morning. It doesn't look like morning, but it is morning. It is currently 8 o'clock in the morning, Alaska time. We did not make it to TOUPS, Alaska last night. With the delay that we had at the border and the crazy driving through the passes, we decided for our safety and for my sanity to stop for the night. So we decided to stop in Haines Junction, which is still in Canada. We stayed in this little hotel room here, got a good night's sleep that was much needed, and we are up and packed up and ready to hit the road again. We have about a 9 to 11 hour drive still to get to our cabin. We would have been much further along, but the road conditions last night were so sketchy. In some areas we had to do like 27 to 30 miles an hour. I'm having a hard time like actually breathing out here. It's so cold. When I take a breath in, it kind of burns my throat and stuff. I'm not really sure what the temperature is, but last night it got down to 4 degrees in those passes, you guys. 4 degrees. And we were white knuckling it the whole way for 2 hours straight. The drifts were so bad in some areas coming across the road, we couldn't even see like 20 feet in front of the truck. So it was literally like one of those scary movies where like the family gets stranded and they all freeze to death in their vehicle. And I told Joe, please, can we just stop for the night? We're not in a hurry. And then we'll get a fresh start tomorrow morning and get to the cabin. So that's the plan. I did not want to stop in Canada. Just felt safer being back in our own country. but it was safer to stop, and I'm really glad we did. So let's hit the road and let's get to this cabin already. P. Diddy,
Yeah.
you ready?
Yeah.
Are you still sleepy?
Yeah.
A little bit? Hi guys, sit. Sit. Bradley, sit. Sit. Good. The puppies were happy to be out of the ferry, especially Bradley. Huh, Bradley Boo? All those truck monsters, did they scare you? But you were so brave. Look at his owie. It's completely better. No scab, just shaved head. Just gotta grow your hair back now, B. Yeah, you need all your hair. It's cold in Alaska. They are super happy to be out of that ferry and to be in the truck with us. There's no way that I would have felt comfortable leaving them in the camper shell area with temperatures as low as 4 degrees. Like these dogs are not used to those kind of temperatures yet. So they were so happy to be in the truck with us and just went right to sleep. One more drive, P. One more drive and we'll be home, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna go back to sleep in the truck?
I don't know.
You don't know? Can't really look out the window yet. It's still dark outside. Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
It's 8 o'clock in the morning and it's still dark. That's how it is in the wintertime in Alaska. We are in the middle of Canada still, almost to Beaver Creek. So we're almost to the Alaskan border, and we decided to let the puppies get out and go potty and just get some energy out. You guys, these dogs have been amazing on this trip for being high energy dogs like they are, being puppies and never doing any of this. We're just really pleasantly surprised at how adaptable they've been. They've just been so precious. Go get it!
Come on. Come on.
What'd you think of the snow, Parker?
Drop.
You need your snow boots on.
Yeah.
Ready? Come on. Come on.
Ooh, my hands are shaking.
Drop.
Oh, it's so deep over there.
I need a snowball.
Good boys. Good boys. Drop.
Yeah! I was ready.
Hey.
Did you make a snowball?
Yeah.
Drop. Gunner.
Did you make one, or is that one from the tire tracks?
One from right here.
All right, be careful. That's going to be hard. Don't be throwing that at nobody. Look at their faces covered in snow. Look at them. Oh my goodness. You guys are ridiculous. So the current temperature out here is -5. We actually just saw -20, not too far back. So try not to stay out too long, just because the puppies aren't used to this kind of weather. Oh, what beautiful country, you guys. It's just like amazing. It's like something you see in a calendar, seriously. Parker was like, Mom, it's like a screensaver. It really is beautiful. We probably have another 7 hours of driving until we get to the cabin, but so far we've been, you know, doing really good. There's been enough gas stations along the way that we can gas up and get some coffee, get what we need. So it's been good so far. I'll be happy to get back on U.S. soil. United States of America Border Inspection Stacione. Stop and report. Yeah, probably. That is hilarious. So we just got through the Alaska border. We are home free, y'all. We are back on American soil in Alaska, and the border agent came to the window and he said, we've been waiting for you guys. And I was like, you have? And he said that him and his wife watch our YouTube channel. So that is so cool. So I think our next stop for gas will probably be TOUPS, Alaska, and we're just gonna carry on and continue the journey. We're almost home, friends. We pulled into the cabin super late. The current temperature was -8 degrees, so it was very cold. It has been a long trip, my friends, across country, 3 days on the ferry, a trip through Canada, and here we are. Our beautiful off-grid Alaska cabin awaits us, and I can't even tell you how overwhelmed we are with emotions to finally be done and to be here. We are home free. Once we got a good fire going, it finally took the chill off the cabin. Brr, boy was it cold. We cuddled up and stayed warm for the night. Tomorrow morning, the adventure really begins, and we cannot wait to take you guys on this journey. We thank you all for your prayers and for following the adventure. Until next time, stay blessed, my friends, and we will see you very soon on the next video.